It is Thanksgiving Day and we are doing our classic turkey trotting. However, today I will be pacing Allie in the 5K. How fast can we get her to run?
Let's find out.
Hope everyone's having a good Thanksgiving. I know we are. It's 7:15 in the morning. I just woke up. Today I'll be pacing Allie. We gotta go 1-2. If we don't go 1-2, then I don't know if I can come back to the house. Got the sore fit on. Sore singlet, sore long sleeve. It's cold out. Allie just doing some last minute stretching.
It's not last minute. I've got another 13 minutes. 12 minutes before it's last minute.
Definitely have to head out actually on time today. And we are going to be using our trusty COROS Pace 3 and our COROS heart rate monitor for this race. As always, COROS, I love you. There it is.
Oh my gosh, I came up with that poetry and then you just slurped it right up. And
gorgeous people. Happy Thanksgiving. Comment down below how many years you've done a turkey trot in your life. I think that I've done a turkey trot more years than I haven't.
I have done one turkey trot, not with Spencer.
Wow, Allie's like not a turkey trotter.
I've done one without Spencer.
It's so cold out though. It's gonna be a tight day, folks.
Shorts weather.
I'm gonna film the race on the Insta360 and then Allie and I are gonna just talk and voice over the experience. So hopefully you guys enjoy that.
Take your mark!
And we are off, folks, and I actually have a special guest in the commentary booth with me today. You want to tell me about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Allie. I'm actually the one that you're pacing in this race, but it's nice to meet you, sir.
So let's just talk about this race right now, because we're 0.12 into it, and you know, you can see there's a bunch of dudes out in front, but you were kind of just hanging out, doing your thing, right?
Yeah, I was doing my thing. I mean, you kind of figure that people are going to go out a little bit fast in a 5K, so I wasn't too worried. I mean, obviously there's some guys out front that I knew were pretty serious and were going to really take things quick.
Oh, this guy right here was trying to talk to us too.
Yeah, he was. And then I was a little bit like, wow, this guy's going to run really fast because we're going out at like 5-minute pace and he's just conversational.
Exactly, but here we are coming up on our first 180 turn. This was kind of annoying, but again,
you see our pace drop. Like, look, it went to 6:30 pace. Like, you basically just have to almost stop and then completely re-accelerate out of the turn. So immediately, that's my biggest sandbag for the race. There were 5 180s. So just know that I was really going a lot faster than whatever my time at the end is.
Yeah, that's just a classic sandbag from Allie. So now you guys know that I'm not the only one who does sandbags. Also, you can see so many people showed up to this race. But here we are continuing through, and there were 2 guys way off in the distance. So this is the pack from like 3 to 10. We're all just together, and I was kind of trying to push Allie, but also not like get too much in her way because it can be kind of annoying if you're like constantly giving support. So I was sort of just hanging out with her, letting her do her thing. And you know, right here you can see we're about to do another 180 turn, so I kind of swung wide right here so I didn't get in anyone's way. And also it gets very, very slippery up ahead here, which we're gonna see in about a second.
Yeah, I mean, I was in this big group of guys, and when you're going around a 180 in a group, it slows you down even more. So when we went over this ice, it kind of broke things up because there's a bit of an accordion effect anytime you slow down. And so as we were going over, we spread out a little bit, and I tried to just kind of move towards the front of this group, and Spencer was also pushing me to do that at the time because it would just be better to be in the front than in the middle, especially for the big turns.
Yep, and also, as you guys just saw, we passed through the first mile in 5:12, which is flying, especially at altitude. So we kind of
with turns,
and that, you know, this is like a 2 or like an out and back loop. You can kind of see in the bottom left corner the map of the course. A lot of out and backs. So again, right now we are sitting in 4th place. The guy right in front of us is in 3rd place. Allie was just right behind me, and I was telling her just go with me right now. Also, you know, how was I looking out there today?
I mean, you were looking incredibly attractive, I gotta say, because your outfit was maybe the best I've ever seen in my life.
And I mean, folks, you guys obviously know Soar Running hooks me up with the best racing apparel out there. So please get your Soar apparel. It's incredible.
Yeah, and here's another 180. Look how much we have to slow down. I mean, I know it's a sandbag, but it's just a fact that it just completely breaks your momentum to go around one of those turns. But that one was faster due to not being in a pack anymore. However, there was a pack close behind us that had another woman in it, so I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, Allie was like freaking out. There was a really, really high-level female athlete right behind us, and Allie wanted to make sure she sealed up that dub for the female category. But yeah, right now we're in third and fourth place. We're in the top 3 right now, so that's very exciting. And also, like, you know, it's crazy looking at the stats. Like, my heart rate was 192 right now, so even when I'm not doing like an all-out effort, I still am going really hard, or my heart rate just gets really high.
Yeah, Spence was like, oh yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that like the pace today was pretty fast. And I was like, what did you think my all-out 5K pace would be? Did you think it would be slow?
It was very fast. Also, we're about to start passing some civilian people who are, or not civilian people, but people who are
civilian
people who are here. Well, here comes another hairpin turn. I think that this is the 4th one or the 3rd one.
This is the 4th.
So you can see that pack behind us. So now this dude in front starts to kind of gap us. So he's in 3rd place now, and now Allie and I are in 4th and 5th. Also, I do got to give another quick shout out. COROS, obviously. We both rep COROS. What were you repping from COROS today?
Yeah, I was wearing the Pace 3 and then the arm heart rate monitor, and I will say my average heart rate was 181, which is pretty high, but not as high as I would kind of expect it to be in a 5K. And I think part of that's being at altitude, and part of it's just the like stopping for the turns.
And my heart rate was 182, so even higher than yours. So maybe technically you actually didn't even go as hard as I did today.
No, because your heart rate is almost always 10 to 15 beats higher than mine on easy runs, workouts, all-out efforts, everything. So technically, if I were you, my average heart rate would have been like 197.
Yeah, so okay, you were still going a lot harder than I was, but okay, as you can see right here, we are passing a bunch of people because this was like a double loop, and also this is probably a very, very good time to tell you guys that this course was incredibly short, as you guys are going to see. We are coming up at the very finish of this race, and we're only at 2.62 miles, so unfortunately this isn't even going to be a full-length 5K, but still, 5:12 for the first mile, 5:15 for the second mile. How are you feeling at the very end of this race right here?
I was feeling good. I knew that I had another gear left. Obviously, I was nervous because...
And you see, you nearly slipped over and fell right there.
This part you had to like really slow down for. So another sandbag in the books. But I was nervous because the other woman was pretty close behind me, maybe 10 seconds. But I was also feeling good and confident that I had another gear, so I could always sprint if I needed to.
And then boom, that's the end of the race. Allie did great. She got first place. Very anticlimactic, I'd say.
Yeah, the end came up so quick. I wish it were a full 5K. We could have talked for longer.
But overall, I think it was a very good time. And yes, shout out to SOAR, shout out to COROS. And overall, my hands were freezing cold after the race. But, Allie got the dub.
Can you show them the picture where you were just a little bit sad because your hands were cold?
Oh, here's the picture. It was miserable. But again, Allie got first place and 4th overall. And I was able to help pace her. I got 5th place overall, so great day, great Thanksgiving, and love you guys all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks for pacing. Appreciate it.